Fruiting tent cleaning made easy. What's up, guys? Ryan with the Mycosphere. Let me go over kind of more in depth with tent cleaning when you're growing mushrooms in mycology. Kind of more of the dirty work that a lot of people I don't really see getting into or explaining a lot on a video. So let me give it my best shot. So we're going on about 2 weeks now since I last cleaned the tent. And surprisingly, it is very clean considering. Usually I try to clean this once a week, even just like a spot clean, but I've kind of dialed in the humidity and the CO2 exhaust to just keep it perfect for the mushrooms. I get no water buildup or nothing. And yeah, I seem to like it. But today we're gonna clean it. I'll go ahead and show you what I use to clean, how I clean it. First things first, we are going to deep clean the humidifier with antibacterial dish soap and show you what that looks like. So first things first, we got everything unplugged with the humidifier. So we're going to run that through and we are going to take off the fan. It's just kind of just resting in here. There we go. Get these in a 5-gallon bucket. And then we're going to take out the humidifier. So as you can see on these discs here, we got some buildup, you know, a bunch of spores and stuff kind of sitting on there. We don't want that. We want those discs to be as clean as possible. So, all right, so we got this out. We'll go ahead and take this out, dump the water. All right, so we just got our humidifier stuff out here. We're just going to clean it with some Great Value antibacterial dish soap. Put some in there on the lid. We're gonna clean that, the fan, deep clean the fan. That's waterproof, by the way, just so I can keep reusing it over and over. So yeah, let me just get all this scrubbed and cleaned, and then we'll work on the next part. All right, so the humidifier is all cleaned. I took off the gasket, cleaned the gasket underneath it, outside of the tub, outside of the lid, inside. Got the disc humidifier cleaned, the fan. So yeah, looks pretty good. I have a couple backups of these. So I mean, you know, when it gets a buildup of that hard water, which it does, and this does too, I can easily replace these with parts from Amazon for cheap, and then, you know, Walmart for the tub. All right, so it's time to clean the tent. So we will go ahead and start with cleaning the walls. I have a microfiber little cheap mop here just to clean up the floors. I can wipe down the walls with it. And we're gonna be using a 10% bleach solution. And then got a couple towels to wipe down the walls and the windows and stuff. And let's get this puppy nice and clean. All right, let's do it. So the tent is all clean, and I wiped down the shelves, the walls, you know, the white poles, the light and everything. I usually take the shelves out, but this time I didn't. I just kind of wiped them down. Usually I take them out and spray them off, but I just got the spore load that was on them off, so these mushrooms can grow the best they can. And then quick tip too, I mean, I don't know who's running this kind of system, but I've been using mason jar lids to raise up my humidifier off of the ground here, so then I don't get nothing trapped underneath here. I still have airflow kind of through here, so I don't have any mold buildup either underneath the tent or underneath the humidifier between the surface of the tub and the tent here. So I'll go ahead and fill this up with water, and we'll go ahead and get this whole thing running. So first things first, we'll get our humidifier back in there and then get this ran through the lid. All right, so we got the humidifier put back together. We got water in there above the line that I drew. So I put in about 2 5-gallon buckets in here, and a 5-gallon bucket full of water will get me 1 day. So about 2 days, and then I'll have to fill this up again. But yeah, let's get this turned on. Get that plugged back in. Humidifier on, fan running, and fan running. There we go. Boom. The mist maker is working great now because it's all clean. Humidity is up. The tent is wiped down, squeaky clean, good to go. So now that the grow tent is good to go, I will go ahead and just kind of sweep the floor. I will wipe the counters. I already cleaned my AC filter, my air purifier filter, wipe down that counter, and there we go. There you have it. All right, so that's how I cleaned the fruiting tent. So worked up a sweat, but you know, now the job is done. I don't have to worry about it for another week or so. I might do some spot cleaning here and there depending on if I drop some substrate or whatever happens when I harvest. So, but I will get the rest of this area clean. Hit me up if you have any questions about the process of cleaning. That's one key thing with mycology. If you're not clean or have a clean sterile practice or a cleaning procedure, you're not going to be very successful. So I gotta emphasize that. I'm always for cleaning and making sure you have a nice setup. So anyways, much love, guys. Peace out.